Okay, Colonel Marantan, we know you have 5 witnesses that could potentially testify against Pastor Apollo Quiboloy. Can you tell us again where we are at right now? We know 2 are willing to testify, 3 are still thinking about it, but you have said in a press con yesterday that more are willing to come out.
Yes, that's correct. And we are on the process of taking their sorry statements, ma'am. So please give us more time because this is not just a simple case. So it will become very tedious of the taking of those statements. And especially that these victims, they have trauma already. So hindi pwede yung the usual taking of the statements that we often do.
Colonel, pwede pakikwento na lang sa amin ulit, no? Paano po ba kayo nilapitan nitong 5 witnesses, supposedly? Pwede mo ba kaming bigyan ng salaysay, no, on the events that happened?
Okay, brief narrative. No Friday, Senate hearing. May Senate hearing sana sa Davao. So there was this presentation of General Talk. How far have we gone through with our research and operations on sa KOJC compound? And then, yung mga poor victims, naghahanap na sila ng malalapitan para to tell their stories too, that they were offended by Quiboloy. So, naghanap sila ng middleman para makausap nila ako. So they told me that at first, hindi sila naniniwala sa amin kasi there were operations of the past na hindi naman nahuhuli si Quiboloy. And even before, alam nila na the posturing of Quiboloy is so powerful at that. So alam nila na hindi sila mabibigyan ng pansin ng gobyerno.
Okay.
So, yes.
Sige lang, Colonel. So, nung lumapit sila sa inyo, galing po ba sila sa loob ng KOJC compound o taga Davao City rin po ba sila? Or nananatili pa rin ba sila doon sa loob ng compound? Kasi as I understand it, medyo ilang taon na po nakalipas, no, nung nagsimula yung alleged abuse.
No, hindi ilang taon. Last year lang yung pinag-usapan natin.
Oh, okay.
Oo, last year yung pero ang sinasabi mo siguro ilang taon, whenever started to be molested. So they started at 13-year-old. But yung mga kausap natin ngayon po, ay they are past 18 na. So you could just imagine how many years they've been molested.
And until po nagsumbong or nakalapit sila sa mga pulis, were they still living inside the KOJC compound or nakaalis na po ba sila?
Nakaalis na sila. Tumakas na po sila. So they are out of the KOJC compound.
Colonel, in other media reports, you called Apollo Quiboloy a pedophile kasi nga, as you said, yung abuse started, for some of them, started as young as 12, 13 years old. Ano yung pattern na nakita nyo here?
So the pattern, medyo mahaba kasi yung kwento about that, pero to shorten it, there's that foundation, Children's Foundation, where they entice people, children at that, para offering free education. So, ang common ground pala doon sa mga victims ay they all come from broken families. And the poor mothers, they brought their children doon sa foundation in the hope na bigyan sila ng free education. It's there where this spotting takes place. So, yung mga children that fit the standard of beauty of Quiboloy were taken to the KOJC compound, particularly doon sa Bible school building, where they will be groomed to become members of the pastoral of the Killenmore Circle, and they will be given indoctrination and shaping and brainwashing of that. So, pag nakita na nila na enough na yung indoctrination, so they will offer that to Quiboloy already. For the furtherance of his carnal.
So you suspect he was preying on children from broken families para mas mabilis ma-indoctrinate. I'm sorry for this question, Colonel, but are we talking about boys or girls or boys and girls?
No, we're talking here of girls.
So yung
As
five,
far as yung kausap ko,
Okay.
yung 5 na yun, girls yun.
okay, so yung five who came forward recently, they're all girls.
Are they all
Yes, that's
Filipino? Colonel, Filipinas po ba itong 5?
They speak Bisaya also. But may mga lahi sila.
So mga mestiza?
Ano?
Mestiza po? Tisay?
Yes, mga mistisa. Magaganda. In fairness, magaganda talaga. Sabi nga sa amin, sa mga lalaki, gaya ng to describe them better, ay ano sila, mga from 8, 9, 10 ang ano nila, ang category nila.
Okay, Colonel, actually lumabas din sabi ni PNP Colonel Jean Fajardo na it's possible that some of the victims' parents even allegedly offered yung kanilang mga anak voluntarily dito. So it means it's highly possible na they knew what was going on behind those doors. So posible po ba na may mga kaso rin na i-file against those parents kung mapatunayan na guilty din sila of offering their children for these alleged abuses?
Yes, that's still a possibility. Lahat naman possible dyan. Pero ito ang sasabihin ko. There's a high level of compartmentalization doon sa innermost circle as being narrated. Even if sabihin natin 20 sila na those who belong to the innermost circle, yung 20 na yan, I'm saying that there are 20 compartmentalization yan. Hindi alam nung victim 1 ang nangyari kay victim 2. Kasi sabi nila, nalalaman lahat ni Kibuloy kung ano ang mga conversations sila. Because tinakot sila ni Kibuloy doon sa Angels of Death. May in-introduce si Kibuloy ng Angels of Death to scare them from conniving. And eventually, na-report yung mga orphans nila in the outside of the OGC compound.
Okay, nabanggit nyo rin po, Colonel, may 15 pa po, 15 more minors inside the KOJC compound that needs rescuing. Nasa na po tayo on the rescue of these 15?
Yeah, yan ang challenge ngayon kasi bumitaw kami sa KOJC compound when Kibuloy and others were arrested. That was September 8, that's Sunday. So, nag-uusap kami how to go forward about it. But we have a list. We have a list of the names of those who are about to be rescued by us.
Sino po nag-flag sa inyo nung 15 names na yon?
Come again, please.
Sino po yung nag-flag sa inyo or nagsabi sa inyo na meron pong 15 pa na kailangan daw supposedly ma-rescue mula sa loob ng compound?
Yung mga kausap namin di ba, sinabi mo mayroong 5 kaming kausap?
Yes, sila din po.
Yung mga yun.
Okay.
Opo.
We've also talked to Attorney Israeli Tutorion a few times, and in each case, he would say na the police are planting evidence daw that manufactured lahat ng allegations na to. What would you have to say to that, Colonel?
Oh, how could I plant rape victim? Later on, we will undergo a medical examination.
So
Well, he's a lawyer. All he needs to do is to defend his client. So we respect that.
Okay, and moving
so
At saka wala kaming I want to make it very, very clear na I have nothing against KOGC po. Wala po akong animosity sa kanila. Ang pinopokutan ko lang, those the particular violations under the law, dun sa mga narrative ng mga victims, alleged victims na nagsumbong sa amin. So, yun yung pinagbibigyan ko. I have nothing against the KOJC. I have nothing against the auditorium also.
okay, the alleged victims have undergone physical examination, you said?
No, wala pa. Wala pa kami sa sa level na yan.
So
Are they
Nasa Sony statement pa lang kami.
okay? Are they in Davao, or they're spread out? They're nasa ibang places.
Iba-ibang places. So, iba-ibang places sila.
Okay, so nagko-coordinate po kayo.
PNP is not as easy na gaya ng iniisip natin. Kasi itong mga ito, they have been horrified for the last more or less 9 years. Kaya iba na, embedded na sa kanila yung pagkausap mo, they're not normal anymore.
Okay. So moving forward, no, Colonel Marantan, ano pong magyayari? Kanino nyo pong ahensya sila ito-turn over or yung mga affidavit nila kung willing mag-testify, anong magyayari? Can you tell us no, ano yung possible next steps na mababantayan ng publiko with regard to this?
Meron naman tayong women's and children's death sa PNP. So they are the more appropriate group to take care of them. Kami, initial lang naman kami. Eventually, we'll turn it over to them para sila. May marami rin naman kaming gagawin dito sa Davao. So, kakausapin namin, set and over namin sila sa mga experts.
Okay, pero procedurally, after nila kausapin, no, after you i-transfer sa Women and Children's Desk, tapos kakausapin ng mga experts from that department, ano po naman yung magyayari?
Yes.
Magkakaroon po ba ng sampahan ng kaso? Sino po magpa-file, etc.?
Ay, sila na, magpapile. Sila na lahat. Basta kami, initial lang yung sa amin. Kanya-kanyang trabaho tayo.
Okay. Maraming salamat po no, sa pag-explain ulit at syempre para sa oras ninyo ngayong gabi, Davao City Police Chief Colonel Hansel Marantan.